Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to redo an animation that I had done previously because I thought it looked too much like my reference in retrospect. So yeah, so I animate a new bird, a toucan, in cartoon style. And in the end, I green screen it in LumaFusion. Since you can't really add a background, as far as I know, in Toon Squid or Squid Toon, I use LumaFusion to add some backgrounds and have the bird look like it's flying through backgrounds. So please enjoy. So here you'll see me adding a layer above my rough to draw an ink line over the roughs. I chose a line that's more monoline than thick and thin, because if you choose a line that tapers too much, you have to animate the thickness of that line as well, and that can become difficult. So a nice straight solid line works well for this case. It's a little tricky keeping a steady line, but you can edit the brush so that the line is more streamlined. Here I am erasing where I veered off of my original line, but it's not too bad. For the purpose of this exercise, I just kept it simple. And here's my animation cleaned up. I am going to color it now. My initial plan was to create a layer under the ink line and color that layer with an airbrush. But then I just found it easier to use the paint bucket and touch each shape, fill each shape with the paint bucket. In fact, honestly, I really like Toon Squid, but I find, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it's hard to switch the layers around, change the order of the layers. I don't know if any of you have the same issue. One thing I did that I didn't like was I added a dark gray to the foreground and the lighter gray to the wing in the background. And I think it looks better the other way around. But I corrected it in the end. Here it is, all colored up. And as you can see, I corrected the color so that the back wing, or the wing that's in the background, is darker than the wing in the foreground. And here I'm extending the animation to 24 frames. So I'm just renaming the bird layer, and then I go into the symbol and I rename it to, instead of symbol 1, I call it bird. Then here I'm creating a new layer, and I'm renaming it Green Key because it's going to be the green background for the scene. I could have used any color to key out the background, but that green is a preset in most applications. And here I am extending the green background to a length of 24 frames as well. LumaFusion takes a few different video formats. Movie is one of them, so I exported my animation as a movie. It's always good practice to make a duplicate of your finished file, no matter what application you're in. And now that we have our movie made, we can move over to LumaFusion. Here I am creating a project and giving it a title. Some cityscapes to my timeline. New York, Paris, New York, Seattle, England, and Toronto. By default, they come in as a 2-second segment, which is perfect because our animation was 2 seconds. So I brought the animation down over one of the images, and I double clicked on it, and I went into color and shape, and I went to the keyhole, and I chose the green screen key, and it makes everything that was green transparent. Now I want my bird to move across the screen, so I went into frame and fit, went to the first frame, created a key, dragged him off screen to the left. Well, here I am trying again. Dragged him off screen to the left. Then I went to the last frame of the scene, created another key, and dragged him to the right of the screen, off screen. And when you play it, it looks like he's moving through the scene. Repeated the same process for each image. Drag the animation over the image, double click on the animation, go into color and shape, go into the keyhole, choose the first one, the background's transparent, go into frame and fit, create a key, drag the bird off screen to the left, go to the last frame of the scene, create another key, drag the bird across off screen to the right, press play to check it, and there he is. And I repeated that for the rest of them. And here's the completed sequence. Here I am in the transitions menu, adding a fade to black to the last scene. And what happened was it faded before the bird left the scene. So that's fine if that's what you like, it's a cool effect. But what I wanted was for the scene to fade out after the bird left. So I just dragged the arrow to 2 seconds. And here I am making the movie and saving it to my photos.